Today we are going to see English Kumar Bharati Standard 10th English Medium. One of the first lesson we are going to study today. This poem name is Where the Mind is Without Fear. This particular poem today we are going to discussing. It is written by Sir Rabindranath Tagore in 1861, 1941. So first of all, we are going to take some introduction about Rabindranath Tagore. He was the one of the Nobel Prize winner person and one of the greatest writer. We all knew that all these things. So first of all, Rabindranath Tagore was the one of the author. He has written Gitanjali, and he was one of the profoundly sensitive, fresh and beautiful verse he has written. He became the first non-European to win the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913. Yes, after that, this poem is one of the vastly read and discussed poems. It was originally composed in Bengali. Later, he himself translated it into English. This poem is form of his Nobel Prize winning anthology Gitanjali. Tagore lived during the time when India was ruled by the British. In this poem, besides political freedom from British, Tagore also appeals toward for social, educational, and economic freedom for the people. Yes, actually, we had discussed about now Sir Rabindranath Tagore. One of the greatest person he was. Actually, he was one of the greatest writer in Bengali. In Bengal region, he was living. He was Nobel Prize winner person. He is one of the famous and popular poem is Gitanjali. That first stanza, that particular Gitanjali's first stanza, we are using in our day-to-day life as our national anthem. Might be you know that Rashtrageet. It is a really honor to all of us. So students, now we are going to see the poem where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where the knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into the fragments by neurodomestic walls. Actually, this particular poem, the poet Rabindranath Tagore is telling about the oppressive condition of India, how the colonies were established, the British government, and how they were harassing the Indian people and other things he has described in this particular 2 to 3 lines. And also, he is telling to us what he is telling to us. Once the country is free, everybody would live fearlessly and have confidence in themselves. Actually, he want to make our country free. So he is telling to us what he is telling. He want his wishes there. He want to be make our country free from British rule. Yes, as well, actually, British rule, it's okay, as well as narrow domestic walls. So what is mean by narrow domestic walls? Actually, narrow domestic walls means we are divided into caste, religion, class, color, communities. From that all walls, we have to come out. That is his wish. So he's telling to us, the poet visualizing, actually the poet is visualizing here a nation where knowledge is accessible and to everyone, not only one person. Everyone can access knowledge. Since knowledge and education alone will lead people from the darkness to light. Yes, it is true. Yes, it is true. Why it is true? There are several persons around us, students. Several persons are there around us who were facing lots of problems. Take example of Baba Sahib Ambedkar, as well as so many persons are Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. He has faced lots of problems in his life, but they never give up. They stand up, they raise up, and whatever their wish is there, they done hard work. What they had done, see, Baba Ambedkar sir done lots of hard work. Lots of hard work he has done, and he was one of the successful person in his life. Means how he has developed himself by taking education. What he has done, he took education in his life. So the poet wishes what he has wishes in this particular poem. The poet wishes for nation where people are not divided in caste, color, whatever his wish is there. No, his wish is what he doesn't want any discrimination. Everyone, that should country should live integratively. And what also he is telling us in the next line, where tireless striving stretches its arm towards its perfection, where the color, sleep, reason has not lost its way. See, color is not important, caste is not important, only humanism is very important. He is telling to us. Also, he is telling the people would give their best and work hard, which would ultimately make them achieve their goal of perfection. Thus, there are so many persons are there in our surrounding. They had done lots of hard work they had done, and they had achieved their goals. So he is telling to us, Sir Rabindranath Tagore is telling to us, don't be give up, never give up, don't lose your what, don't lose your confidence. You have to do more, more and more you have to do. So he is telling to us, it is the dream of the poet. He wants to a countryman to have the power of reason and not to give into age-old superstition beliefs. Means whatever superstitions we were having, he doesn't want that superstitions. He doesn't want that we are simply carrying that superstitions with us. He doesn't want that superstitious. He actually praying to God us for us. Sir Rabindranath Tagore is praying to God. For what purpose he is praying? To make us progressive, to make us progress. So he is praying to God. He requests to God. What he is requesting, see in next line. Into the dreary desert, sand of dead habit, where the mind is lead, followed by thee, into ever winding thought and action. Into the haven of freedom, my father led my country away. Actually, Tagore want to tell us what Tagore want to tell us. Tagore cases out of the ideal form of freedom and not merely political freedom that he desires for his country. He aspires to bring about the awakening in a country that enslaved both politically and intellectually. Intellectually. So here the poet has telling to us whatever, and also he has requested to God. What he has requested to guide us to give us freedom. This means the poet in this particular poem describes about our country and countrymen. So students, we learn in this particular poem Sir Rabindranath Tagore expressing his own thoughts, own views about our country and our countrymen. We are facing lots of problems, lots of narrow domestic walls around us, and that walls we have to destroy. Which walls he has expressed, he has described. We are divided in caste, class, color, and societies. That doesn't he want. We all are a human. As a human being, we have to behave and we have to make our country free. It's a heaven. In the last sentence he has told us heaven of freedom. Heaven of freedom is what he has told. this particular country is a heaven. In Marathi we can say no, Swarga. We want to make our country heaven. So wake up and make us country free. This way he has explained his own thoughts in his particular poem. Okay, thank you, students.